Okay, today I'm going to be giving a gig economy update. As the thumbnail suggested, I've been in the gig economy for over 3 years, worked 7 apps, and have done over 3,500 deliveries. And with that, I do have a class coming up for Augusta, Maine Adult Education, or Cony High School Adult Ed. There's an in-person class from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on March 3rd, and there is a Zoom class on March 12th also from 6 p.m. to 7:30. So just leave in the comments if you're planning on going to the class either in person or by Zoom. And I just have a few updates and I'll get into the guide. The first one is Uber Eats is busier, and I believe it's now more than a filler app. I think it's more of an essential app. Uber Eats has taken a lot of Walmart deliveries from Spark drivers, and they're the best ones, the ones where you don't have to shop. And Uber Eats has expanded to new territories, and there's now more stores in the Uber Eats platform. So Uber Eats is higher volume now. I wouldn't say it's a high volume app, but it's not low volume for sure. The second point is Spark is not as good because they've lost deliveries to Uber Eats. Most of the offers are shopping, and I don't like that because of how time consuming they are. If you don't mind shopping, then Spark is still an essential app for you, and I think it's at least a filler app at this point, a good filler app. The third point is, I think in my last update, I mentioned that I had been working to become platinum again for DoorDash, and I keep running into this issue where I become platinum, and I find out it's not worth it. It's not worth it to do all the crap deliveries. It's just not worth it. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's because you have to have that 70% AR, or maybe it's the 100 rolling deliveries every 30 days. But you have to work hard to become platinum, and then when you do, you really don't get better offers, if better at all. And yeah, I think the best thing is multi-apping and cherry-picking, as people say. And as far as the guide on the gig economy, unfortunately, it can't be personalized. Now, in the comments, put down, are you doing this as a part-time side hustle, full-time? Are you doing it because you anticipate a layoff from work, so like you're on standby? Or are you already working full-time and you're having to make a little extra money, so you're doing this as a side hustle? Let me know. That way I can try to, in the future, personalize the gig economy guides as much as possible. But when it comes to working in the gig economy, you need to do you. You need to do what you need to do. What you should do in terms of gig economy work has to do with your personal situation. So if your personal situation is you just need a little bit of side hustle money, you might be fine with 1 or 2 apps. Whereas if you're full-time, you want to get as many apps as humanly possible and go to where the money is. Are you doing this because you anticipate a layoff from work? Are you doing this because you only have a part-time job? Are you doing this because of personal debt? Whatever your situation is, that's going to determine how many hours you're going to put in, when you're going to put in the hours, all of that. But with that being said, this next part is pretty universal. $1 per mile is considered an acceptable delivery. Less than that is upside down. That's a no-no. Don't do that. $1 per mile is an acceptable delivery. $2 per mile is a good offer or a fair offer. $3 per mile or more is a cherry, and if it's a cherry, you got to pick it. You always pick it. And so, if it says $18 for 6 miles, you're clicking accept, and you're doing that delivery. When I hear people telling me that their AR is above 80%, I think they're not doing enough cherry picking. And then every once in a while, I'll run into a dasher that's like, yeah, I got a 28% AR. And I'm like, that's too low. And don't run DoorDash in the background while you're delivering for another app. Just don't bother. Protect your AR. But I think that if you're only running DoorDash and your AR is at 28, you need to be accepting more deliveries. So you're probably turning down some offers that are perfectly fair and perfectly reasonable. The next part is, and this will never change, so this will never not be mentioned in future guides on the gig economy, but personal safety and having multiple apps will always be of extreme importance. Multiple apps for financial safety in case you get deactivated from an app, and personal safety just to make sure that you can continue to do this for another day. Driving safely, walking safely, all of that. It's all of paramount importance. In every video, I'll put referral links in the description, and with those referral links, you will get a sign-on bonus. It is a good idea to take advantage of that if you can, because that sign-on bonus will kind of sweeten the deal. Like, you'll already be making money, but a sign-on bonus can help with lack of peak pay for DoorDash. So again, I would definitely sign on and get started in the gig economy. Just start with an app, do some work, and then sign on for another one and rinse and repeat. You gotta remember, you have to dash to make the cash. See you in the next video.